I'm with Jennifer Woods, with Jennifer Woods Livestock Services. And Jennifer, why don't you kind of tell a little bit about what you did here today as far as working with emergency management operations and how to handle cattle situations that come along with accident scenes.
Today we did a livestock emergency response course, and it is a program that is targeted at first responders such as police and fire, producers, haulers, on what to do when a trailer load of animals go over during transport. We work on handling and behavior of stressed animals, extrication, explain the difference between flipping left, flipping right. Trailer design plays into how the animals have to be released, and a lot of not producers, but first responders have never been inside one of those trailers. They don't realize there's a doghouse and the nose and the decking and everything that is inside the trailer. They are not aware at all of how many animals are actually in there, what they're going to be dealing with. So we touch on a lot of that. On the handling side of things, just handling the stressed animals. I always say that Betsy on the farm has a whole different personality when you flip her over in the trailer, and a lot of producers, even no matter how experienced they are on farm, do not understand handling cattle alongside the highway at 2 o'clock in the morning is a whole different ball game, and they need to be handled a little differently, and there's a lot more obstacles and challenges with that. So we deal with that. We do get in the small stock trailer accidents too, and then I go into rescue, a little bit on rescue and barn fires and stuff like that, and laws, ethics, and liabilities, and finally euthanasia, because unfortunately a lot of animals do get injured to where they need to be put down, and we need to do that in the most humane way and timely way as possible.
Tell us about your work as far as learning about the trailers and really how the trailers are designed and how to best move those animals after they've been in an accident situation. How best is it to get those animals out?
Well, every wreck is different, and the people saw that. I have a wide variety of accidents, just simple things like there's a difference between flipping left and flipping right. And 86% of trailers go on the right hand side, which is good in one way because the doghouse is on the ground, which means all animals are at ground level, but your roller door on the back is up in the air, which means you're going to have to, cut the trailer open. Flip over on the left-hand side, you got the doghouse in the air, which means you have animals elevated, but you got the roller door on the ground, which is good. Whether there's decking in there, the temporary flooring, left or right makes a difference on how your gate swings, whether they open up, open down. Things like if you have a center gate or a three-quarter gate into the belly, it makes a big difference. For extrication, the easiest thing to do for the ones that go on the other side, and most of them do, is cut out the roof first. And usually through the roof you can empty the top deck, the doghouse, and the front end of the trailer, and then the back end and the belly of the trailer will come out the back of the trailer. So you want it to go out the back end. So
for the first responders and a lot of the emergency management people that were there, you gave some information on how to actually cut open the trailer and get the animals out as safely as possible for the people as well as for the animals. Talk just briefly about how you go about cutting in the right spot on the trailer.
Well, a few things. Structurally, first you want to look at, I always like to cut like a door, so it's between the cross ribs of the roof, so and then open it like a door, and it leaves one smooth edge. You don't have sharp edges, and I always say cut it as high as the tallest person there so they don't hit their head, and only one animal at a time, so we come out the roof. But before you cut, you need to make sure you have a place where animals will be able to come out. If you have death loss, you don't want to cut a hole, open the hole, and have 3 or 4 dead animals piled there that you can't get out of the way. So I always try to send somebody up on top to have a look before I cut and make sure it's an area that you can actually begin to get animals out of. Always empty into a corral is a big safety thing. Don't back another trailer up and get somebody trapped in that trailer with the animals trying to move them. You want animals brought out as safely as you can. If we don't want people in the trailer and we're having a hard time, we actually put people up on top. The side is now the top, so through the punch holes they're able to coax the animals out with flags and stuff and get them to move out without putting somebody in there. These are really frightened animals.
And on the animal side, how do you really handle the stressed animals? You said open into a corral.
Yes.
And then where to go from there?
keep them calm, keep them in a group. I've had some where people have just unloaded one at a time and loaded it by itself. Worst thing you can do. Get them in a group, gather together, and let them calm down and work with them very, very quietly. They're scared. They're in an unfamiliar environment. They could very possibly be hurt. And I always tarp off the sides to lessen distraction. There's a lot of stuff going on. And then bring your trailer in and load out of the corral into a trailer and haul them out that way.
And you can find more on her website.